Assalamualaikum and a very good day to you all. In this video, I would like to share with you on how to determine a determinant by expansion of a matrix. We can get a determinant by expansion of a matrix by summing up the product of each element by its cofactor. We can expanding it along any column or any row as we wish. So for example, if we're going to expand along the first row, so the cofactor and the element is the blue box and the red box. For the second element, this is the second element and this is the cofactor. And this is the third element and its cofactor. So we calculate them, we put them in the calculation, and then we get the value of determinant of A for this example. Let's have a look for the second one. Since we can expanding it along any row, we can also expanding it along any column. Don't worry, the value will be the same. Okay, so if you do if you expand along the first column, you get just now the number is 18, right? When you do the third column, for example, if you expand it along the third column, it must equal to 18. If it's not, then it is your mistake. You might make mistake somewhere, so you have to make sure. Okay, so this one, the third column. Okay, let's have a look. So this is the first element and the cofactor. This is the second element and its cofactor. And this is the third element and its cofactor. We put them in the calculation correctly and we get the same figure. It's just different calculation over here. But the end result are the same. So let's consider the first example. Okay, so what's this question 1? Okay, this question 1's the element of A11. Okay, so it's 1. Okay, A21, it's 2. And A31, it's 8. And the next one is to get the minor for each one. So for the first one, we close the first row and first column to get this minor. And the next one, we close the second row and the first column to get this minor. And last but not least, we cover the third row and the first column to get this minor. Okay, let's continue to find the cofactor for each minor. So for the first one, since M11 is 8, okay, so the cofactor is raising the power of -1 to the sum of the row and column. So 1 plus 1 is 2, minus 1 squared is 1, multiplied by 8 is 8. For the second one is -6, but the power of the sum of the row and column is 3. So we raise the power of -1 by 3. To get -1. -1 multiplied by 6, we get 6. So for the last one, the minor is -10. We raise the power of the sum of row and column to get 4. So that's why the answer is -10. Okay, last but not least, we are going to find the determinant of A. So we have the element and the cofactor. So, just multiply them 1 by 1 accordingly to get the answer of -60. Let's have a look at the second example. Okay, so for this one, the questions specify to expand along second row. So second row somewhere over here. So the elements are 1, -2, and 7. So let's expand along the second row. So this is the element and its cofactor. This is the element, the green box is the element, and the red boxes are the cofactor. The green box here is the third element and its cofactor. And we put them inside the working accordingly, and we get the answer of minus 28. Okay, let's expand it along the first column. So the first element is 3, the second one 1, the third one is 5. So this is the first one, the first element and cofactor. This is the second element and its cofactor, and this is the third element and its cofactor. We put them in the working accordingly to get the same number of the from the previous calculation. Example 3, find the determinant of this matrix by using expansion of the cofactors. As we can see over here, this question quite different with the previous one because it doesn't state which column or which row that we have to expand. So tips for you, it is easier for us to calculate the determinant, the expansion of cofactor, if we do it along the row or column that has most 0. As you can see over here, we have 0 in the middle, right? So it is the best if we expanding along the second row over here, 301, or the second column, minus 505. So you can choose lah. There are two ways. But that's the best way. You can expand along the first row or the third row if you want. But it is cumbersome. You will do more work than you're supposed to. So expansion along the second row is better because it has 1 0. Second row or the second column. So we're going to do that. So this is the first element and its cofactor, second element and its cofactor, and the third element and its cofactor. Put them inside the working accordingly. Okay, and then we get the answer of minus 65. As you can see over here in the middle, I didn't bother to calculate because the element is already 0. So if the element already 0, if we multiply it by the minor or cofactor, whatever the value it is, it will be resulting to 0. That is why no need to find C21 actually. When the element is 0, just write 0 already. Because everything multiplied by 0 is 0. Okay, so I think that's all. Thank you for your time and attention. Assalamualaikum. Have a good day.